What's up everyone, Versus Z, and I'm reviewing the Gundam Astray Red Frame, the 1 to 100 scale Gundam Astray Red Frame. You guys have already seen my work in progress video, so you already know what's going on with it, and you guys have seen plenty of reviews already, so let me just quickly go over articulation when I still can. Last round of the close-up 360 before I go out. I added as much detail as I could as possible. Like wherever they needed some red, I added some red, which was very little actually. The only places where I really needed red was back here, these two red triangles here on the back squirt. Those are the only actual places that needed the extra red. Otherwise, I just added, the plated silver areas here and there. And I think it really looks nice. And I think the first thing you guys will notice is the two swords that he's holding. That was all thanks to the green frame that I have. But I'm going to get to that in a second. Let me just quickly go over a few more details. So the low sticker is typically on the left shoulder, but I decided to put it on the right because I think that, as you can see here, a lot of the attention is on the left side of the red frame, so I figured you need a little bit more things on the right. Figured, why not put that there? Also, the face, I did quite a bit of detailing on. I added some of the plated silver on the side there, if you can see it. I used every sticker possible I could on the head, the forehead camera right here, and on the back, both of which are metallic green. Oh, and I also did some silver plating right here on the vents, I guess they are. Gray on the sides of the face piece. Don't know if you can notice that, but they're all done there. Also here, on the red area, it's supposed to be a metallic red sticker, but it just looked totally out of place, so I went and did the red there. Alright, well that's it. Let me just go over articulation really quickly. Head will go side to side. I guess you can supposedly turn it 360, but it's really rough, and why would you even want to do that? You can go up and down on a single joint. There's no pivoting forward and backward joint, which is pretty sad, but it's totally fine. Arms can go forward and backwards, can go down and up a little bit, and then with the help of this elbow joint, it can go up a little bit higher. Rotate under the shoulder, bend at the elbow at one point, but it's a very nice bend, and he can touch his shoulder. And with that, he also has a wrist joint, which is really nice. And of course, the ball and socket joint, interchangeable hands, you'll get to see all those later. And the shoulder armor is separate. It's really tight, but it's separate and it'll move on its own. Not on its own, but it'll move separately. The torso has a backward and forward leaning joint. It's on a ball joint. You can probably try to get it to rotate. Not rotate, but go, rotate on the ball's axis. Jeez. I hate how I talk. It's so disgusting. And here you can also rotate on the waist. The legs here are kind of weird, but they work somehow. They just work. The side skirts here will move up and down. Move up and down. Rotate. I don't know what for. You probably want to not do that. The front skirt here will go up for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but it'll go up. And then now the legs here, which are very important. They look like they wouldn't be able to do much because of the bulkiness of the legs. And looking at this, the range of the in and out movement, it really sucks. That's one down point for me on this kit, but this kit makes up for that. So you have a nice forward reach, and then when you lift this up, it can reach a little bit farther. And then a very nice backwards reach. So that's really nice in itself. But there's also this rotating joint in the thigh. You can get it to rotate really far. Then you have a double knee bend, one here on top, which is barely noticeable, and then one here on the bottom. You get a nearly flush bend. The feet are real nice too, and they help in making up for the lack of leg articulation. So you have the normal ball and socket joint foot where you can rotate it, wiggle it, do this and that, turn it, go up and down. But the nice little feature about the feet is what Prime likes to call them the flip-flop. And it makes sense because, you know, it's a samurai, and these feet here are supposed to represent the samurai's shoes they wear. And they look like flip-flops. So that's a really nice addition to the feet, and it really makes up for the posing ability of this kit. And I would like to show off an extras video for this, just like I did with the 00, just to show off the capabilities of the posing. And that's about it. And the backpack here, you can remove it and lift it downward to show some inner workings, I guess. But I think you can attach a backpack there. I'm not going to try, but if you guys have done it already, congratulations. So let's get to his accessories. Comes with separate hands. He has another one here for the left. He has this extended thumb hand, which is for the sheath, to hold the sheath. This one here, the one I'm holding right now, is from him. The one he's on right now, I'll tell you about in a second. Also, there's this trigger finger, which I keep on the beam rifle, which I also did some detail on. This extra handle here will swivel. It's really nice, basic looking beam rifle. Look too plain without the details. And of course you can remove the beam sabers from back here, and he comes complete with 2 beam effect parts, and they just snap in just like that. And he'll hold them pretty well. Relatively well. That is, unless you tip it upside down. That's where it fails. So let me describe how you put the katanas in his hand. They're not traditionally the pop off the white part here. You have to remove the thumb area. And what I did to the thumbs was I removed a peg here because it's attached with this tab and an extra peg to keep it stable. But I found that really got in the way, and I thought it was a lot easier to just slide this thing into the tab. So, oops. What you do is you take this, put it in the palm, and I just basically slide the thumb thing in, and there you go. And there's the Gerber straight, all detailed, fully detailed, gold where it's gold, gray where it's gray, and red where it's red. Very satisfied with this. I purposefully made it look rough because it's a handle, and it gets handled. There you go. And the sheath for the Gerber straight, which is even more amazing, right here, fully detailed. Now for this one here, the Tiger Pierce, which is borrowed from parts, well, taken from parts from the green frame. Yep, did my own coloring of the Tiger Pierce, and I'm really satisfied with it. And how I got this on here is basically I took the extra hand from the green frame, primed it and painted it red, and I attached it just like this. So it's a little rough, but that's how it sits there. Just like that. You'll hear it snap. And then the thumb is there on purpose so that when he holds the Tiger Pierce, you can kind of see the red detail, and that's how I like it. And so, that's it for this review. Oh, and the shield. We all know about the shield. There's 2 areas where you can hold the shield onto his hands. And yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Green frame work in progress reviews after this, and then shortly after that will be the green frame review itself. I'm very satisfied with this kit. It's a must-have. If you can't get access to the perfect grade, which a lot of us don't, this is a good alternative. 1:100 scale, no grade. Gundam Stray red frame. This has been a video review for it. I definitely recommend it to anyone of any skill range of modeling or whatnot. Just pick one up if you haven't. Alright, this is Versus Z once again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.